How much did you know?
I didn't know we're coming to you.
Yes.
They don't tell me anything here.
What's your favorite surprise?
I want.
But it's okay.
Oh, well, okay.
Between 19 and 20 October 2020, the CEO of Activate, Siphelele Chirwa, paid a series of visits to youth hubs in Gauteng. Part of her visit, together with other members of the Activate leadership, Tebogo Suping, Malusi Mazibuko, and Tamsanga Masingi, was to assess the progress of the youth hubs, find out what has been the impact of the support given to them, as well as hear from them what other kind of support they still need to ensure that they continue driving positive change in their communities. The youth hubs that were visited are Underground Library in Mohlakeng, Outreach Foundation Youth Hub in Hillbrow, Ekurhuleni Youth Hub in Guatemala, as well as Rudo Institute in Davidton. Here are some of the highlights from the CEO's visit.
I see a lot of acrylic there. How many people per day or week come through the hub?
So per day we could have, so they usually come around 3 p.m. like a lot. Yeah.
After school.
Yes, after school. So you could say about 20 a day. Yeah,
Sure.
a day, 20 a day. Yeah, they do come in. And then sometimes they come like on Sundays, and it's like Sundays were closed, and then now we have to make plans for them.
And
but
you can't run out because home is here, so they know where you are.
exactly. Yeah.
They know where you are.
So from 8 a.m. So we open here at 10, but from 8 up until 10. There are tutorials and extra lessons that we do for kids. Yeah, so that's also another way in which we generate revenue. So far we have 3 students who pay like on a weekly where we help them with their homeworks or their assignments or just extra learning activities for them. Yeah, so then they attend for 4 hours in a day. So from 8 till 10, and then they come back from 2 until 4.
Do you sell books?
Yes, we do. So this shelf here, we sell them for 10 rand, just so that people can have access to the books. And then the ones inside, we hire them out. So it's 50 rand for 2 weeks for adults, and then for kids it's 20 rand for 2 weeks.
How many? How much per 2 weeks?
So for kids it's 20 rand.
For adults?
For adults it's 50 rand.
50 rand per
2
book.
weeks. A book, yes.
As they far, so.
We can't sell these because some of them are just
Yeah,
can't sell
okay.
Yes.
What are your challenges so far?
So challenges so far, right? So we're currently busy with recruitment. So we're also running a program. It's a learnership. For 1 year we have partnered with ATG, so Academy Training Group, which is registered with the Department of Higher Education. Yes, we have a program we're running for 400 students between 18 and 27, right? And we're recruiting them. But the challenge is getting the students to form part of the program, because there's this culture of them wanting to have stipends, you know. So that's what we're having challenges with, reaching that number. But we will reach it. It's just taking a bit of time, and we're also like learning, you know, from that whole process.
So the network, so both of you are activators, right? How has the network received, the network around here, like activators? Do you get activators coming through?
We actually are more in contact with a particular activator. Tato she's based for what's the name of the organization? Africa Tukun.
Okay.
Yes, so she's based for Africa Tukun. So she actually does come through for us when we have workshops, and we actually also go through. So when there's anything that happens where she meets a few people, or she needs to know, can we bring one to me, or do you guys have one to me? So we take it in the show. Yeah.
And maybe
So
you were closed down, there's nothing was happening. And the reason for my asking, it's not that, it's just the fact that things happen, but also growth, that as activators we have a network that you can tap into. So speaking about tapping into the network, how are you guys tackling it? Besides the planting or just the fact that you have Tago and that's your connection right now, or do you tap in with the network?
I think we have a platform, but for now we have no more social media is a big contact for the social media.
For that one, it was a disadvantage for some activators. Because I myself, I enjoyed my webinars which were through WhatsApp, engaging with the health sector, the health sector. It was more interactive and more engaging, and we learned a lot and we found a lot of solutions, especially discovering new things. When COVID started through the health sector group, through WhatsApp, so we learned a lot of things, and through the WhatsApp group, there was another group which was launched, which had to deal with issues of mental health and wellness. And one of those we actually benefited from that one, because through, we were heavily impacted even at home with the issue of lockdown. And engaging with the activators through that WhatsApp group, it meant a lot to some of us. But the issue of stopping webinars through WhatsApp, it was a disadvantage to some activators.
Sure, thanks for that.
For me, one highlight I would take, especially before I applied for Activate, I was a bit lost. I was all over the place, and then I applied. That 14 days for me, I think it felt like therapy for me, because that space, that the facilitation process, it made me feel like anything is possible. Those 14 days, that's the major highlight. When those 7 days, it made you really to believe that,
are there. It's just part and parcel of things for us to think about what is essential for a youth hub. But it's things that I don't want to say in the pipeline. If I say in the pipeline, then it means you might expect it. But part of the reason we're also here is just finding ways to partner with you guys in small ways where you can say a banner is, I don't know, 1.5. We have 750. It's Activate able to meet us halfway. It's just thinking, but when part of our planning is to brand the Youth Hub. But at some point, I think it's just building that partnership, because we're also an NPO. So ours is just to connect you guys to also other people. It's that whole mess. It's the mess that you guys are
struggling, and not only the activators, young people are struggling. And for us to find the funding for that, we needed to also look within the organizations and the budget, and our stakeholders. And luckily, we got a bit of funding to be able to buy a young person cheese, to make pizza, to make an income. So it's not a promise, but it's something that we strive to do, where we could be able to resource and help a young person to move from A to B. That is what we're going to do. And also one thing that I don't want to leave here without you guys understanding is that we as an organization not only always have to come and say we have this, reach out. And don't reach out to the organization, and reach out to the network. I'm very, very fond, and I know and I've seen evidence of young people saying in the network, who can help me with this? You know what I'm saying? Maybe Activate will pick up your call, or maybe another activator will pick up your call, and that's why the network exists, to say it's a network for a reason. My resources are not within Activate as an organization, but my resources are within my peers. So those are some of the things that I think, if I'm saying I am a social entrepreneur, but my biggest challenge is a startup, right?
Sometimes the startup will always be a challenge for 10 years. I've heard young people struggling about a startup for 10 years. And I'm going to say, why are you still struggling with a startup? And what is your challenge? No, I'm waiting for a startup to happen. I'm waiting for doors to open so that I can get a startup. And I've heard activators who say, guys, I want to open a community garden and I don't have money for seedlings. And I've seen waves of young people saying, I've got 10 rand, I've got this. No man, I know an organization, it's called Soil for Life, and they do give seedlings. Do you see the change in saying, I reached out? I'm not waiting for it to come to me, and I'm not waiting for it. Why is Activate not giving us 1, 2, 3? But also to say, the network exists for such, you know? So it's a dual thing. Melus is here to hold youth hubs. Yeah, but Melus is not going to be the person that we always expect him to say, guys, this, that. Just say, Melusi, listen, this is my need as an activator, and these are the needs of the hub. Then Melusi knows and okay, guys, I'm telling you, as we sit here, the connection capacity that we have in just this room. Someone can say, I need 1, 2, 3, and you hear that, oh no, I know an organization, no, I know a person. But if we don't say it, it always stays and it becomes toxic because now I'm not getting help. But are you asking for help? That's the way.
Hi guys, my name is Sandy Demlangeni and I'm from Tsakane and I'm a part of Kotsatu's Youth Hub for Activate. So today we had a visitation from Activate CEO. So the impact that they made to us, it was actually much beneficial to us, and we learned a lot in terms of communication, in terms of what Activate is actually about to offer, especially to youth hubs around the country.
Is that I don't know anything, honestly. If you stay in the office and you think you run an organization, it's all a lie until you walk and you see exactly. You get complacent with administration. I think I'm revived somehow. I don't want to leave here. I don't want to leave this space. I don't know. They will drag me out. But it's what you hear about what young people are doing, it's all a lie. You need to scratch deeper, and you don't have to go far. You walk out of your house, and 3 houses away, there's a place like this.
So
what I've found more interesting is that young people are not waiting for resources. Actually, I don't think they want the resources. They just want to be given a space, a land. You know, they just want to be given an ear in everything that they do. I don't think what young people are asking for is that much, because they've already done so much on their own. And what do we do as Activate is not to give them, but just to journey with them as they grow bigger and bigger. I'm here, and I know that 6 years, 10 years from now, when they dig the first ground of the university in this area, the young people will remember that the door that we had was supported through Activate, and it's not about that, it's because of the connection and the hard work that they've done. Yeah, I just wish people could do more visits like this, people who sit in offices and make decisions, because there's that disjuncture of connection. That's why they say youth are not there, they are lost, but it's a lie. It's a definite lie. I don't think we have to bridge the gap. Young people bridge the gap themselves, you know. What Activate has to do, and what we continue to do, is to listen. You know, we have to listen. I think Activate has to listen. Young people just want to debrief some of the issues that they go through. You know, I don't feel like they also need resources. They just want to pick up a call and say, Melu said it was a hard day, we didn't get that funding. What do we do now? And someone would have listened to them. So, yeah, and connections and working together. I don't see any young person saying, this is my project. They say, it's a community project. We all doing this together. That's, if we don't learn as a country from young people in that level of saying, it's not my project, it's a community project. It's my father's house, but it belongs to the community. I don't see the story being published. That's my question. Yeah. someone giving their home to a community. Yeah, we have a home in Kailija, but guys, that guy is not the only one. Where are we? Someone's home. What is it? A library. Why did you wake up and punch this guy and say, I'm going to give up my parents' house? You don't hear that often.
You must always be safe, you know? You must always be safe. After they are treated, you can see their colors.